The Way of the Shovel was one of the books that Cordelia said that we should read, and I haven't read it fully, but this opening paragraph really struck with me. That there always seems to be a reference to the past as we go forward. I certainly feel that with my own creative practice, with my life. Raising a ghost resonates in my work, in all of my work. Those memories of the past fed into my module work for art, archaeology and environment, but also my creative practice. By revisiting and investigating a small area of the shore that I resonate with, and has a feel of home, it kind of raises those memories of the past and wants me to know more about it. And those smaller details from that first lecture, we got introduced to Mark Dion and the way that he displays his curiosities, that his found objects, but also his own made objects, kind of really resonated with me, because I'd just come back from Edinburgh as well, where I'd visited the cabinets of the death masks in the library and print room at the National Gallery, and that wasn't my first time in the library there. I get drawn in there every time I go. Those death masks, the busts, but also then the small medallions, kind of seem to really interest me. And then again, they're displayed in these cabinets, and I would say that again is a memory from the past. My memories of going to a museum are of seeing objects in cabinets, and I think that there's something about that. So this opening statement from The Way of the Shovel really resonated with me. Yes, and then going on to the Mark Dion, these cabinets of curiosity. I have cabinets of curiosity of my own. I probably could fill quite a few more now. It is very interesting. So that's somebody that definitely has worked its way through into my final project. Caroline Deer, the Belladrum sculpture, this willow weaving work. I quite like the thought of willow, that you can sculpt it and then it's still alive. If you bury the roots, it'll grow and it become a kind of live, living sculpture. I've seen quite a bit of that in forests, etc. And willow actually is something that'll grow quite well in Orkney. Christine Borland, we got her in a lecture, and I seem to really resonate with her clay work. I liked the circle of focus. I liked the fact that it was actually clay from Orkney. And she uses a variety of mediums and materials in her sculpture, but also a lot of repetition. So again, resonates with me. Then the Sarah Casey, this Common Grounds, it's about how she uses this very fine material and light transfers, to create something, and there's something kind of otherworldly about that, kind of verging through that veil almost. Mary Beth Edistelson was somebody that we were told we should have a look at, and I need to actually study her a little bit more. She's got, I think, because of her feminist art movement work, so she's somebody that I need to explore a little bit more of. Becky Little from The Rebirth is somebody who actually I got introduced to through an exhibition that I'll be helping to curate in September. She comes to Orkney and she collects mud and she works in Adobe, and again, that's something that I would like to explore further. Very interesting. I like drawn to this circle in through an object. but also then I see her working the weaving and using the Adobe on that to create structures. She's done her house in Adobe and using the practices there. She works with Heritage. She's coming to be on site for the last Nessa Brodgar dig, and she'll have an exhibit in conjunction with that at the Maeshowe Visitor Centre. And then she also creates these wonderful spheres out of the different types of clay, and they're quite beautiful. So I follow her. I have had a few discussions with her, and I've said I would really like to meet her and kind of learn a little bit more about her practice. So that's quite exciting for me.